Very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Wish you a very good evening wherever you are. These we have a couple of matches coming up in the Buddies Bash today, of which this match is taking place between Namo United and the Beacon Thunderwolves. It was Namo United. They won the toss, elected to field first, and here we are in the third over. 16 without the loss of any wickets. It's been a decent start for the Beacon Thunderwolves. The good thing is that they have all their wickets intact. He'll get for just opening the face off the bat. There was short third man, but he stood no chance. Let's take a look at the shot once again. Super placement. Split the gap. Gets a boundary. Does Mithane Shah. Mithane's gotten off to a bit of a start here. 14 of 9. Ritesh Bhalani under the pump. Down the leg side will be signalled as a wide. Clearly you can see he's a bit rattled after that boundary. Does not want to give room to Mithane. Wants to bowl wicket to wicket. Through the onside. Mid-wicket will tidy up. Bit of a fumble. They thought about the second and then decided against it. Now the right-handed Aditya Bagwe will be facing up. He's on his second over as Bhalani. This over has costed him 7 runs so far. Right, a ball to go now in the third. Outside edge. Third man does really well there. Certainly stopped a boundary. Saved 3 runs for his side. 3 overs have been bowled. 23 for no loss are the Beacon Thunderwolves. Nitin Rao with the ball in hand. Drives. He's found the gap. But there's a man in the deep. And he won't be able to stop it from going into the boundary for 4. Boot work sometimes does not reap you the kind of result you want to see. Any youngsters watching, that is the last thing you want to do on a cricket field. You can seriously end up injuring yourself. Was a good shot. Gets a boundary, does Aditya Bagwe. When you're playing cricket, you got to keep soccer aside. Top edge. Just over the bowler. How close was that from being out? So close. Yet so far was Nitin Rao. Was perilously close to his palms. How did Aditya Bagwe get away with this? Clipped. Fine leg is inside the 30-yard circle. It'll give him a boundary. Couple of boundaries in the over already to Aditya Bagwe. One through the offside, one through the on. They've gotten off to a very good start, have the Beacon Thunderwolves here. Just using the pace of the bowler. Square leg, fine leg, both were in the 30-yard circle. Found the gap, found the boundary. Both these gentlemen have gotten off to a good start. Short ball cuts. Behind square. This time the man makes no mistake in the deep. But he'll come back for the second, will Bagwe. Good running from the duo. Captain Deepak Model will have to put up his thinking cap here. Who's going to bowl the next over? I'm sure they're thinking about a wicket here. Nitin might have gone for 10 runs in this over, but he's still bowling decently well, like the previous one. Tall man gets some extra bounce. That always helps as a bowler. This is the last ball of the mandatory power play overs. Cuts. Over point. Should get 4 here. Good shot. Very good shot from Aditya Bagwe. He's coming into his own. Finishes off the over in style. 4 overs have been bowled. 37 for no loss are the Beacon Thunderwolves. Right, now that the mandatory power play has been done and dusted with, there will be a lot more gaps to be exploited in the field in the form of singles and twos. You'll get the odd boundary here and there. Right. Well bowled. Rohit Lamba starts off with a good delivery outside the line of the off stump. Perilously close to the outside edge. The ball is still hard and new. So if you're ready to bend your back, you will get some purchase out of this wicket. You can see the amount of grass that has been left behind on the pitch. It will certainly favour the fast bowlers if they're ready to bend their backs and bowl at some pace. There again, taking the ball away from the left-hander. He started off really well as Lamba here. Waiting to see how he bowls to Bagwe though. Right, Bagwe facing up to Lamba. Outside the line of the off stump, takes it on the full. There is a man out there in the deep, so will only be a single. Beacon Thunderwolves have a great opportunity to put up a decent total on the board today. That's because they've gotten off to a very good start here. All their wickets intact. They've reached 39. We're only in the fifth over. Through the onside goes Miten Shah. But there is deep square leg. Gets a single. Well bowled. Very well bowled. That's more the line he would want to bowl to Bagwe. Pitch it in and around that off stump, leaving the right-hander. The odd ball, if he can bring it back into the right-hander, it will cause a lot of doubts in the mind of Bagwe. Worked away on the onside. He'll pick up a single here. 5 overs have been bowled. 41 for no loss are the Beacon Thunderwolves. There's change in bowling. Ganesh Lingam into the attack for the first time. Will be bowling to Aditya Bagwe. Swung away through the onside. He'll find the gap. He'll find the boundary as well to go along with that. Very good shot from Aditya Bagwe. He's taken this one on the full. It was just outside the line of the off stump. He's dragged it from out there. This is a terrific start for the Beacon Thunderwolves. This opening partnership is looking threatening for the Namo United. Whenever the first ball goes to the boundary, it puts a lot of pressure on the bowler because he's got to bowl 5 balls with the intention to try and squeeze in a few dots. Can't afford to bowl another bad ball. If that gets put away, it becomes a big over. We'll have to wait for the umpire signal on this. Ball's coming into the boundary. It will go for 4. Beautifully done there by Aditya Bagwe once again. Just using the pace of the bowler. Neat deflection to the boundary for 4. So Aditya Bagwe is carrying on in his merry way. Using the pace of the bowler for the second time in the over. This time the paddle shot brought out. Third boundary of the over. 50 comes up for the Namo, I beg your pardon, rather the Beacon Thunderwolves. And with that, Namo United under some serious pressure here. Look how fine he played that ball. The way he used the pace of the bowler. The timing was absolutely spot on that one. He's growing from strength to strength here, is Aditya Bagwe. They're asking the question. I reckon that's going down the leg side. Six overs have been bowled. 55 for no loss are the Beacon Thunderwolves. Right, we have a left arm spinner who's been called on to bowl now. Tausif Khan has a challenge up his sleeve. Left-handed Mithane Shah on strike. Outside edge, no. In fact, that's gone down to cover. Watching from here for once, I felt that was off the outside edge. Not to be the case at all. This has been a splendid partnership so far. Takes it. Leading edge does the job for Tausif Khan and Namo United. First wicket down for the Thunderwolves. Mithane looking to play that off the back foot into the onside, only managing a top edge, a leading edge. And with that, Beacon Thunderwolves have lost their first wicket at the score of 55. Right, Sandeep Walecha has walked into bat at number 3. Tausif Khan on a roll here. Down the ground, will pick up a single here. They're asking the question, has he given him? He's given him his Mr. Straight One here. Has Aditya Bagwe. Take a look at this once again. Oh yes, he's just Mr. Straight One completely. Wanting to play across the line. Suddenly, Beacon Thunderwolves that were cruising have 2 new batsmen at the crease. 56 for 2. Double strike for Tausif Khan in the over. They'll have to regroup once again, will the Beacon Thunderwolves. Namo United would be relieved to see the back of Aditya Bagwe. He's played a fine knock of 33. It's come in quick time, that to 23 balls. But all in all, we'll have a new batsman to grace the pitch to join Sandeep Walecha. Right, the last ball of the over. Well bowled, Tosif Khan. What an over this has been. Only a run and a couple of wickets in it. 56 for 2 after 7 are the Beacon Thunderwolves. Valecha will get home. Ganesh Lingam into his second. Was expensive in his first, went for 12. Sandeep Valecha. He's expected to do a job for his side today. They've lost a couple of wickets at a juncture wherein they'll need another partnership to develop, particularly between these two. What's happened there? The wicketkeeper could not gather it cleanly, so they'll pick up a bye here. You'll have to wait for the umpire signal. There you go, bye is signaled. Now Sachin Deshpande. What does he have in store for us today? Pushed away into the offside. Not the best pieces of fielding from the captain. Deepak Modal choosing to put his boot rather than bend down and take the ball. Gives away a couple of runs where there should have probably been a single at best. Slammed off the back foot. Will only be a single though. Off the back foot into the offside. No run there to be had. Right, a ball to go now in the over. Valecha facing up. Will be called a wide. Get a single down to long on. Will Valecha here. Sachin was thinking about the second, decided against it in the end. Right, 8 overs have been bowled. 64 for 2 are the Beacon Thunderbolts. Right, Tausif Khan will continue here. Very poor shot from Valecha. So close to the off stump. Going for the big heave-ho. You've just lost a couple of wickets. You're in the stage of rebuilding. Cannot afford for another wicket to fall. That's more like it. Try and rotate the strike. Try and convert the ones into twos. You'll get boundaries here and there. But it's imperative to build a partnership now. You can't afford your opponents a let-in from here. And Tausif Khan has been the person behind the two openers being sent packing. All the more reason to just play him out rather than trying to take him on. The shot that Valecha played, the slog sweep, which he missed completely, was so close to the off stump. Now imagine if that had to hit the off stump and Valecha had to be sent packing. Beacon Thunderbolts, who had gotten off to a very good start, suddenly you would see them found themselves wanting. Get a single here with Deshpande. All in all, left arm spinners to right-handers. It always keeps the left arm spinners in the game. Miten Shah could have held the key against Tausif, but he went. He was his first scalp. They're asking the question. Denied by the umpire this time round. Probably reckons that was going down the leg side. 9 overs have been bowled. 68 for 2 are the Beacon Thunderwolves. Should have been on the front foot. Was camping back on the back foot. Swapnil Rahul has been given the ball and not the left arm spinner. This will certainly help Namo United going forward. I say that because if Swapnil can bowl well here, and if you add Tausif's overs to it, it will help them in stemming the flow of runs, particularly against the right-handers now. Right up there in the block hole. Ball did not quite come on. I think it was a poor shot selection to go along with that. Deshpande will have to be careful here. There again, camping off the back foot, manages to get the bat down in time, picks up a single down to long off. Halfway through the innings, 71 for 2 are the Beacon Thunderwolves. Finally, the captain employing himself, Deepak Model, loves bowling his off spinners. Took a terrific catch last time round. It's fresh in his memories. Tossed up. Well bowled, Deepak. There's one thing about Modgill that he will look to come around the wicket to right-handers and bowl his off-spin, which is seldom seen by an off-spinner. Usually off-spinners prefer bowling over the wicket, and they like coming around the wicket only to left-handers. It's different with Deepak Modgill. He only bowls around the wicket. You be left-handed, you be right-handed, it does not matter to him. But he's comfortable doing that. Right, bit of a partnership developing between these two. 16, which is good after the loss of a couple of wickets in one over itself, that which Tausif Khan bowled. He's keeping the left-hander for a little later as Deepak Modgill. Right, Walecha facing up. It's come off the bottom edge. Both batsmen in single digits at the moment. Tossed up. He's going to go out here. Well bowled, Deepak Modgill. He's done a fine job here, having tossed this one up in the air. Beat him in the air, beat him off the deck. Sandeep Walecha has to depart here. Now this is an exquisite delivery. I say that because just take a look at this once again on the replay. He's tossed this one up. He's asking Walecha to go after him, and Walecha misses the ball completely. It went straight through. He tried to play for the turn whilst there was none. And with that, the third wicket down for the Beacon Thunderwolves. Captain strikes in his very first over. Well bowled, Deepak Modgill. 72 for 3 with the ball to come are the Beacon Thunderwolves. Right, we have a left-hander out now, Yash Vora. This will be interesting because it will definitely enable the bowlers to bowl differently. They'll have to adjust to the two batters. Gets a couple of runs of his very first delivery. 11 overs have been completed. 74 for 3 are the Beacon Thunderwolves. Right, Swapnil Rahul will continue here. Bowled his first over quietly. Went for only 2 in that. Will they come back for the second? No, they'll settle down for the single. Namo United would be happy with the fact that they've managed to pick up 3 wickets here. What this will do is where Beacon Thunderbolts were looking good for 170, 180. Suddenly that total might be tinkered and tampered with. Right, now this is interesting. Let's see how Yash goes against the left arm spinner. We'll pick up a single here. Now Sachin Deshpande's role in this partnership would not only be to try and get runs, but also make sure that you don't lose another wicket here. Sachin's just struggled to rotate the strike at the moment, 7 of 12. In T20 cricket, you always want to be better than a runner ball. Drives. They're running the first one hard, thinking about the second, but settle down for the single. Yash Vora's role will pretty much be to play himself in. But when you, as a left-handed batsman, see a left-arm spinner coming over the wicket, there's one thing surely that's playing on your mind, and that is boundaries and sixes through the onside. Worked away on the onside, eludes short fine leg. They will pick up a couple of runs for sure. Oh, they're going back for the third. This is very good running from Deshpande. Running to the danger end, called his partner through. The fieldsman out there in the deep has done a fine job to try and stop that ball from going into the boundary. He's put his body on the line. Stopped a run for his side. Now Sachin Deshpande will be facing up. They've kept a slip for him. This is good thinking by Deepak Modgal. Attacking in the 12th over. You seldom see that in T20 cricket. So close to the outside edge. So close to the off stump. Deshpande has been camping on the back foot. Practice is coming on the front foot in shadow after having missed that ball. Played fine. Some runs to be had here for Deshpande. Ball will trickle into the ropes of a very good shot from Sachin. Much needed for the Beacon Thunderwolves. Things were looking quite gloomy out there for them. And then comes this smart little cheeky shot from Sachin Deshpande. 12 overs have been bowled. 84 for 3 are the Beacon Thunderwolves. Right, Modgal coming over the wicket for a change. Well bowled, very well bowled, Deepak Modgal. He's gotten into a very good rhythm here. Looks in complete control at the moment. Leaving the left-hander after pitching. Yash Vora had no answer to that one. Now he's standing besides the leg stump, which I'm not sure is the wisest thing to do against an off-spinner who's taking the ball away from you. You want to get as close to the ball as you possibly can. Was expecting the umpire to be calling that as a wide, let it go by, and then realizes that he's going to be disappointed with the decision. Tossed up. He's gone for the big one here, has Vora. There is deep mid-wicket. Luckily that did not go to hand. Lacked the power to clear the ropes for sure. You got to be careful of these full tosses. We recently seen Virat Kohli get out to one off spinner on a full toss, caught a deep mid-wicket. Right now Sachin Deshpande. Modgal choosing to come around the wicket to the right-hander. Sweeps. Fine leg has gotten a bad bounce, and with that Sachin Deshpande will get another boundary here. His second. We'll take a look at this on the replay. Got a bad bounce. Did not put his body behind the ball. That was one of the mistakes that he made that time round, the fieldsman there. Runs are coming for the Beacon Thunderwolves. Deshpande, a run ball 16 to him at the moment. Oh, they're going back for the second here. Good running, very good running from Sachin Deshpande and Yash Vora. Now Sachin's called him through pretty quickly in the piece. Eight runs have come of this over so far. A ball to go in it. Tossed up. Sachin's taken this on the full. Long on is relatively straight. So he'll get only a single with Sachin Deshpande. 92 for 3 after 13 are the Beacon Thunderwolves. Tosif Khan being asked to bowl his third. They've ran the first one pretty quickly. They're going back for the second. This could be tight. He's taken off the stumps. We'll have to wait and see what the umpire has to say on this. It's gone in favor of the batsman. He's made his ground here. Has Sachin Deshpande. That was mighty close. They've ran well, have this duo. Seem to have a very good understanding between themselves. Tosif Khan has picked up a couple of wickets in one over itself, sent the openers packing. Now, after this over, we'll enter the batting power play because they haven't taken it as of yet. These two will just have to stand their ground and try and take advantage in the power play. They can afford to play this over quietly because you don't want to lose a wicket. You can play on the merit of the ball without trying to take a chance. Tausif Khan to Sachin Deshpande. One interesting battle on our hands. Cut away. Will complete the single. Yash Vora calls him through pretty quickly. Right now, Tausif Khan is still choosing to come around the wicket to the left-handed Yash Vora. Over the top. One bounce to the fieldsman at deep mid-wicket. Strikes back with Sachin Deshpande. Three balls to go before we enter the batting power play. Well bowled, equally well played. They've gone through for a quick single. In fact, they're going back for the second on the overthrow. Nobody backing up. Thunderwolves won't complain. Namo United need to be careful here because Sachin Deshpande has gotten off to a bit of a flyer here. Coming inside the line of the ball, wanting to paddle it, completely misses it. He asked the question, but was always going to be striking him outside the line of the off stump. Once again, they've ran the first one hard. They're going back for the second. Good cricket, very good cricket from the Beacon Thunderwolves at the moment. Complete 100 exactly at the end of 14 overs, having lost 3 wickets. Right, Sandeep Gadial being asked to bowl in the power play. Now this is interesting. Usually you bowl on, or rather bring on your strike bowlers to bowl in the power play. But he's gone with a new bowler, has Deepak Modgil. Let's see how Gadial goes here. Finally the 100 comes up for the Beacon Thunderbolts. They ran a run short at the end of the last over. So instead of getting a couple of runs, they only managed a single. Right, Sachin Deshpande, 25 of 23. He has to play a defining knock here for his side in order for them to try and cross 150, 160 here. Asking the question, Dirvani's finger will go up, and with that Sachin Deshpande will have to depart here. Umpire Samir Dirvani had no hesitation whatsoever this time round in giving that decision in favour of the bowler. He's missed a straight one as Sachin Deshpande. And with that, just when another batsman had gotten a start, he has to depart. That's been the story for the Beacon Thunderwolves so far. Namo United would be very happy to see the back of Sachin Deshpande. 25 he got off 24 balls. All in all, the fourth wicket down at the score of exactly 100 with 3 balls to come in the 15th. Rahul Keswani has walked into bat at number 6. Gets off the mark straight away. Now Yash Vora on strike, the left-hander. Sandeep Gadial has bowled a fine over so far. Has only gone for a couple of runs in the first 4 balls. As usual, Yash Vora standing besides the leg stump. Goes over the top of the infield. Can I see the replay on this one? Let's try and check out. I think that was a very close call. This is what happened. The fielder, he got a hand to it, got one hand, but it was a tough catch running behind. But you can say that Yash Vora lives to fight another day. It's been a superb over so far from Sandeep Gadial. Only 4 runs coming of it and a wicket, the big wicket of Sachin Deshpande to go along with that. 103 for 4 after 15 are the Beacon Thunderwolves. Right, Ritesh Balani to bowl the last over of the batting power play. Rahul Keswani would be facing up. They're making sure that they have the field absolutely spot on. Well bowled. Starts off with a good delivery. Just outside the line of the off stump, beating Keswani. Once again, first of the inner edge, now of the outer edge. He's challenged both edges so far, has Ritesh Balani in this over. Needs to be careful here, Keswani. Cover. They're asking the question, but he's made his ground, has Vora. Let's see how Vora goes against Balani here. Now Balani is choosing to come around the wicket to the left-hander. Way forward for any right-handed bowler. Played away on the onside. Bit of a misfield. They'll pick up a couple of runs here. Sloppy from the fielder. What should have been a dot ball ends up in a couple of runs. Don't want to be gifting runs to your opponents because you've got to come out and make them. Right, a couple of balls to go in the power play now. Can Vora take advantage of the same? He'll need to find the boundary here. He has probably found the gap. Midoff had to dive to his right. Could not get to the ball. So a chip from Yash Vora results in a much needed boundary for the Beacon Thunderwolves. I called it right this time. Predicted a boundary and you got one. Well done, Vora. Much needed. This will certainly take the pressure off the shoulders. But I'm sure he's thinking again of a boundary. This is the last ball of the power play. Only 2 fieldsmen allowed outside the 30-yard circle. Top edge falls safely. And now they will get a single. The fielding in this over has been a question mark. He's going back for the second. This could be tight. He's given him. Well. What have you done here as Yash Vora? The last thing you wanted is to lose a wicket in the form of a run out. So what looked like an overthrow ended up as a blessing in disguise. Nelson's on the board and Nelson delivers a wicket. He was running on the pitch. He should have put in the dive. Beacon Thunderwolves lose their 5th. 16 overs have been bowled. Nelson's on the board. Right, Deepak Modgal posts the power play. Sweeps. Does Keswani here? Right, Kyan Barucha batting at number 7 today. Gets off the mark with a single. Now we are in the death overs with 2 new batsmen at the crease, and that's the last thing a batting side needs. Particularly when you're batting first. And you know that you've got to put a decent total on the board. Last 4 overs, how many are we talking? Can they get 40? 35, 40. That will take them cross 160, which will be a good total on this wicket. Wide signal there by the umpire. Modgill just getting that ball wrong. There is long gone. In fact, deep mid-wicket comes into play. Will only be a single. Kyan has his method ready. He is going to take on the bowlers here. Although he's just walked into bat. Tossed up. Keswani goes over the top. There is long off. He takes it on the bounce. Should have gone in for the catch. Chooses not to. A better fielder over there, and you never know. Right, Deepak Modgal to Kyan Bharucha. Swung away on the onside. Takes it on the bounce. Good fielding out there in the deep. Right, we'll get you the accurate score shortly. We're working on that. In between, Rahul Keshwani will pick up a single. It will bring Kyan Bharucha on strike. Kyan signalled his intentions very clearly. He wants to go after the bowling here. There you go. Another slam bam hit down the ground. Will only produce a single though. Right, now Keswani is back on strike. Cut away. He'll pick up a single here. Well bowled. Just outside the line of the off stump, beating the right-hander. It's come off the thigh pad. That's the signal from the umpire. Right, Modgill to bowl the penultimate over of the innings. Well bowled. Very well bowled, Deepak Modgill. He's done a fabulous job for his side with the ball so far. Tossed up. There is point. He takes a simple catch in the end. Deepak Modgill picks up another wicket. Poor shot from Keswani. At a time when runs need to keep flowing, it's going the other way for the Beacon Thunderwolves. They're losing wickets. Namo United would be delighted with the way proceedings have gone so far. It's been in their favour. All in all, trouble for the Beacon Thunderwolves. Off the back foot, straight to backward point. Kyan calls him through for the single. Lot of pressure now on Kyan Bharucha to finish off well for his side. They were looking good at one point in time for 150-60. But now they would be even happy with 145. It's going to be a mammoth challenge to even get to 145 from here, because you have two new batsmen at the crease. Deepak Modgill will be very happy with his bowling figures here. Right, Mahesh facing up. will be called a wide. That ball is probably... Did that pitch out of the pitch? Because if that's the case, then it should have been called a no ball. It was very close to having pitched outside the pitch. I would have loved to have seen the replay, but unfortunately I can't see the replay either. Couple of runs here for Mahesh. That's exactly what I was wondering. The scoreboard was showing 19 overs completed and Morgill was about to bowl his 7th delivery. Right, 126 for 6 are the Beacon Thunderbolts with an over to come. Swing and a miss. Kyan Bharucha has a job on his hands. Last 5 balls to go in the innings. When you come out at number 7, the only thing you need to do is get quick runs. And so far, Kyan has not been able to do that. He's finally gotten hold of one, but how far has he hit this long on? Will tidy up. Only Mahesh wanted the second. Kyan said, you face up. I'm not hitting the ball well here. Well bowled, very well bowled. He's been the pick of the bowlers so far. Look at his figures. Couple of wickets in his 4th over. Has gone for only 13 runs so far. Well bowled, very well bowled. Wicketkeeper asking the question, not there to be had. Come on, you're in the last over. You need to swing hard here, Mahesh. You can't afford to play dots. Tossed up, inner half of the bat, wanting to go over the offside. Balls and ends up at deep mid wicket. They're going through for the second. This is not good readings for the Beacon Thunderwolves. At one point in time, with the start that they had gotten, they were 55 for no loss. They are 129 for 6 now with a ball to go in the innings. What should have been 150, 160 will be only 130. That's it. That's the end of their 20 overs. Namo United have done a fabulous job to have kept their opponents down to only 130. Only 75 runs added by the other batsmen other than the openers. 70 for 6 post the opening partnership. Beacon Thunderwolves have a lot of thinking to do with their bat in hand. Namo United would fancy their chances to get across the line here. 131 is well below par. Right, this is how things fared for the Thunderbolts. Aditya Bagwe got them off to a very good start, 33 of 24. So did Deshpande, faced 24 balls but scored only 25. And Yashwar and Miten Shah both contributing 17. There in the bowling figures, Tosif Khan stands out. Only 16 runs given away in his quota, 4 overs, and picked up a couple of wickets. Deepak Modal take a bow, a couple of wickets, big wickets in his 4 overs and gave away only 22 runs. Sandeep Gadiar in the solitary over that he bowled picked up a wicket. Namo United, the target for them 131. Live action coming your way in 10 minutes from now. Do stay tuned in. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The chase is underway out here at the Air India Cricket Ground in Santa Cruz, Kalina, Mumbai. 126, if I'm not wrong. What is the target exactly? 130, to be precise. We're in the second over. Rakesh Wadhwani to bowl it. Rohit Karb and Sunny Nagpal, the two openers for Namo United. Right, Rohit Karp facing up. Well outside the line of the off stump. Wide signal there by the umpire. Umpire Samir Dhirwani having some exercise to do. If Namo United keep wickets in hand, they'll fancy their chances to get home victorious without too many problems. Let's see how their openers go for a start. Beacon Thunderbolts started off really well, were 55 for no loss when they lost their first wicket. Thereafter, they kept losing wickets at regular intervals. No solid partnership after that, which meant that when they were looking at 150, 160, they had to make do with 129. Rakesh Wadhwani has bowled a couple of wides consecutively here. Well outside the line of the off stump, swinging away from the right-hander. Wide is the signal by umpire Dhirwani. Captain choosing to send in a new pair up front, Deepak Model, usually known to open the batting for Namo United. The run rate will never be a problem for Namo United. When you're chasing only 130, you know that the key is to keep wickets in hand. No timing whatsoever on that one. Will pick up a couple of runs. A sloppy bit of fielding by the fieldsman in the deep. He never expected them to think about the second. They've gone for the second instead. They already have very little runs on the board, do the Beacon Thunderbolts, so they need to be careful that they cannot afford to give away runs freely in the field. Down the ground, long off is stationed. She will only be a single. Right now, Sunny Nagpal to face the last ball of the over. Left-hander. More often than not contributes with the bat. Worked away on the onside. Square leg is inside the 30-yard circle. Some runs to be had for Nagpal. Oh, they're going back for the third. Same fielder who gave away an extra run earlier in the over. 3 runs completed where there should have been only 2. Top edge. Falls safely. Goes for 4. Rohit Kar picks up a boundary here. Right, Tushar Khedekar will continue here. We'll get you the accurate score shortly. Valentine Fernandez, our electronic scorers, working on the same. Well bowled, Khedekar. Now, the best part about Tushar Khedekar is that he will give you the impression that he's just walking up to the crease, ambling up to the crease. All the effort, it's towards the end at the delivery stride. Now, take a look at this action once again. He will be walking, 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 and walking. There you go. No real run up, but how accurate he is. Now, take a look at this ball as well. There you go. Outside the line of the off stump in the good length region, leaving the right-hander, beats him. He will do this time in, time again, day in, day out, will Tushar Khedekar. Well bowled, Khedekar. Very well bowled. He'll get a single here. Well, Rohit Karb. Neatly played. They're picking up a quick single here. They're asking the question. Goes in favor of the batters this time round. What's happened here? Man's gone down. We don't know why. This will take some time. Right, Kedekar to Cobb. I'll have to wait for the umpire signal on this one. Wide signal by the umpire. They'll pick up an extra run to go along with that. So 2 runs added to the total. Usually very accurate in line and length is Tushar Kedekar. Right, Kedekar to Nagpal. He's gone over the top. How far has he hit this one? Valecha is after the ball. They'll pick up a couple of runs here to end the over. 3 overs have been bowled. 28 for no loss are Namo United. He's gone over the top here. Cleanly hit for 4. Very good shot from Rohit Karb. Pushed away into the offside. Will pick up a single here, Will Karb. Brings Sunny on strike. Whilst Kedekar has been bowling tight, he's going to need support from the other end. Vadvani has proven to be a tad expensive. He's gone for 19 in the first 8 balls that he's bowled. Goes down the ground more towards mid-on. They'll pick up a quick single here. Right, Karb's not going to hold back. Tall man, strong man. Last time cleared the boundaries a few times. That time batted in the middle order, more I think at number 7. And he was clearing the grounds comfortably. Big hitter of the cricket ball. You can expect him to tonk a few. He's gotten off to a bit of a start here as well. Drives. Finds cover. Off the back foot into the offside. Picks up a couple of runs. Right, a ball to go now in the mandatory power play. Top edge. Sandeep Walecha will not be able to get to it. Gets it on the bounce. Carbs lucky there that they do not go to hand. 4 overs have been bowled. 37 for no loss. Namo United. Left arm spinner Ashwin into the attack. Now he does not look to turn the ball. All he does is comes and releases the ball in a very different manner. The ball's not going to turn. It's going to come straight through. Rohit Karb. You toss it up to Rohit and his eyes lit up. Wanting to go over the top. Completely missed this one. Was beaten in the air and off the wicket both. Then practices the straight drive over the bowler's head. That would have made more sense. Off the back foot into the offside. We'll get a single here, will Karb. Brings Sunny Nagpal on strike. This will be an interesting battle. Left arm spinner against the left-handed Sunny Nagpal. Outside the line of the off stump, beaten. Sunny expecting it to be called a wide, not to be the case. Parmar started off well here. They've ran the first one hard. Carbs going back for the second. Good running. Right, Parmar's gone for 3 in the first 5 balls. Only 90 needed from here. They have all the time in the world to do that. 5 overs have been bowled. 41 for no loss on Namo United. Leg spinner Yash Vora into the attack. Starts off with a full toss outside the line of the off stump. Sunny will get a single here. Rohit Karb, he will not hold back. Yash Vora knows that he is in with a chance here, because Rohit Karb is known for his big hits, and if you toss it to him, he will not shy away from going big. Right, Vora to Karb. Tossed up, he goes big. I think he's connected really well on this one. It's gone out of the ground. Terrific shot from Rohit Karb. That's exactly what I was talking about. If you will pitch it up and flight it to him, he is going to take you on. This time goes the distance. That's exactly why he's been sent up the order, to try and get quick runs. Well bowled. Much better delivery against Karb. You don't want to pitch it up to him and flight it. He will take you on. At times that might be a blessing in disguise. You never know. Tossed up again. Goes down the ground. Uses his feet to good effect. has once again hit the ball out of the ground. Very good ball striking from Rohit Karb. This was on the cards with a leg spinner on. Superb use of the feet. Got close to the pitch of the ball and just deposited it over long on for 6. Now chooses to bowl the off spinner straight down the ground. There is long off. He'll get a single now with Karb. Yashwara would rather bowl to the left-hander than Karb. Current run rate is 9.43, which is very healthy. Now this is the time when Beacon Thunderwolves lost a wicket on 55. Dot to complete the 6th. 55 for no loss on Namo United. In a half of the bat, 2 mid-wicket. No run there to be had. One can understand the way Karb's batting here. He's been sent out, given a role to go after the bowling. So he's not going to hold back. He's already entered the 30s. Off the back foot into the offside. Picks up a single here. Strikes with Sunny Nagpal now. Facing a left arm spinner. What would he do? Give the strike back to Karb, or will he take on the left arm spinner? Let's watch the approach of Nagpal here. Off the back foot. They've ran the first one hard. And they're going back for the second. Very good running from Karb. Was running to the danger end. Took off pretty quickly. Namo United would be delighted with the start that they've gotten here. Chasing a small total. This opening partnership would do them a world of good. Right, Rohit Karb, 33 of 25. Couple of sixes in there. A few boundaries in there. Well bowled. Equally well played. And guess what? A forward defensive shot will give him a single down to long off. He's holding a very good bat. Hard hands could be another reason for that. There was no intention of a single there by Karb. Whilst he got one. He'll take that bonus. Right, in between, Sunny Nagpal has played the supporting role to Karb, as his role will be with the big hitter. Gets a single of the last ball of the over. 61 for no loss after 7. Namo United. Right, Valecha has been called over to bowl in the 8th. They desperately need a wicket, do the Beacon Thunderwolves. Only 69 to get in 13 overs. Should be a walk in the park with 10 wickets in hand. Current run rate is healthily placed at 8.71. Off the back foot, down the ground to long off for a single. Sunny coming up to have a word with Rohit. Not too sure what the word will be, but it's not going to stop Rohit from going after the bowling, because if it's in his arc, he's going to go out of the park here. Well bowled, Valecha. Very well bowled. Outside the line of the off stump, playing for the turn carb whilst there wasn't any. Was pushed through from Valecha. He doesn't want to toss it up here, I believe. He's already seen the leg spinner deposited a couple of times over long gone. Does not want to fall victim to the same. Top stuff from Valecha. In the good length region. Outside the line of the off stump. Not allowing or not giving Carb any air. Right, Sunny Nagpal facing up now. Sweeps. He's found the gap here. He will get the boundary with Sunny Nagpal. Sandeep Walecha tossing the first ball up in the over. Was a leg spinner. Let's take a look at this once again. There you go. Back of the hand. Leg spinner. Nagpal takes full advantage of the same. There was deep mid wicket, but he stood no chance. Now the off spinner finally. That's what he should have bowled previously as well to the left hand Valecha. 8 overs have been bowled. 68 for no loss on Namo United.
सनी नागपाल एक बार फिर से स्ट्राइक पर, हल्के हाथों से छोड़ी हुई बॉल टॉप एज लगकर सीधा पॉइंट की दिशा में गई, कैच ड्रॉप हुआ। नमो यूनाइटेड का स्कोर 72 रन बिना किसी नुकसान के। नागपाल स्ट्राइक पर, लेफ्ट आर्म ओवर द विकेट डालेंगे अश्विन। बेहतरीन गेंद, लंबाई रखते हुए गेंद में काफ़ी अच्छी तरीके से गेंद को देखा और हल्के हाथों से पुश कर दिया। गेंद गई पॉइंट की दिशा में बिना किसी रन के। एक बार फिर से लेफ्ट आर्म ओवर द विकेट, हल्के हाथों से छोड़ी हुई गेंद कवर के जानिब ढकेल दिया है, कोई रन नहीं। एक बार फिर से लेफ्ट आर्म ओवर द विकेट, हल्के हाथों से छोड़ी हुई गेंद, काफ़ी अच्छी बॉल, काफ़ी अच्छा ओवर घटता हुआ इस समय। गेंदबाज अश्विन बहुत ही अच्छी गेंदबाजी करते हुए। एक बार फिर से शॉर्ट ऑफ लेन गेंद कवर के ऊपर से खेल दिया है, वन बाउंस फील्डर के हाथ में। जब तक गेंद को थ्रो किया जाता, एक रन लेने का मौका था दोनों ही बल्लेबाजों के बीच में।
Right, 9 overs have been bowled. 74 for no loss on Namo United. Kyan Bharucha will get there. They're coming back for the third. Make it in the end. It's gone big. Has Rohit Karp. It's gone long enough. It's gone for 6. Good hit from Karp. Let's take a look at this once again. Clean hit. Top batting from Rohit Karp so far. He's really been amongst the runs. Off the back foot, down the ground, more towards long gone. Will pick up a single here. Right, Yash Doshi facing up. Another outside edge. Kyan Bharucha has been kept busy in that region. He'll pick up a couple of runs here. Right, a ball to go now in the over. 86 for 1. They're very well placed at the moment, Namo United. They need only 44 more. Leg spinner, cut away. Cut away behind square. Ball will trickle into the ropes for 4. Good shot. Very good shot from Yash Doshi. Picked the length up quickly. Went onto the back foot and cut it. No one out there for Yash. Boundary to end the over. Halfway through the innings. 90 for 1. Namo United. Off the back foot into the offside. Will pick up a single here. Right, Ashwin Parmar. Left arm spinner. He's bowling his fourth here. Has been economical. Yash Doshi facing up now. Pulled away. In style. Goes for four. Very good shot from Yash Doshi. Short ball asking to be hit, and Yash did not disappoint. Yash Doshi has quickly moved on to 9. He's only faced 3 balls. Only 35 more needed. Good chances that this match might get over within the 15th over. You never know. Whilst Karb is out there with the way he has been batting, and the way Yash has been batting as well to go along with that. Yash is batting on 13 of just 4 balls. Well bowled, Ashwin Parmar. Desperately asking the question from the umpire. Literally pleading and begging for him to give the decision in his favour. How can you appeal to a leg umpire? It's the keeper's appeal, if there would be one. Asking the question, Samir Dhirwani is raising his fingers here. Playing a slog sweep, missing the ball completely on this occasion. Yash Doshi is found in front. Second wicket down for Namo United at the score of 95 with a couple of balls to come in the 11th. Right, captain walks in at number 4. Deepak Modgill, usually known to open the batting. Today opting to send Karb. And Karb has done a phenomenal job up till now so far. Modgill wanted the single, not Rohit Karb. He wants the strike. 11 overs have been bowled, 95 for 2 on Namo United. Right, Mahesh Advani to Karb. Karb drives. Will get a single. Now strikes with Modgill. Right, Mahesh Advani to Deepak Modgill. Wanting to drive on the up. Completely misses the ball. Played away into the offside. The ball will just kiss the ropes. Modgill gets a boundary. Good shot, very good shot from Deepak Modgill. Hundred comes up for Namo United with that boundary. Modgill gets off the mark in style. Wide will be the signal. It's only helping Namo United in every which way. Pulled away. Ball's running away to the boundary for 4. Good shot, Deepak Modgal. Very good shot. Literally toying with the bowling at the moment, Deepak Modgal. Runs are coming thick and fast for Namo United. Captain's looking good, batting at number 4. Only 25 more needed. Cover tidying up. They can easily take the power play now and get things done and dusted with pretty quickly. Karb is out there. We know how clean he can strike a cricket ball. Inside edge will go for 4 between the keeper's legs. Modgill picks up his third boundary of the over for Chudjus this time. 12 overs have been bowled, 109 for 2 are Namo United. Right, Tushar Khedekar, the old war horse with the ball in hand. Rohit Karp facing up. Karp wanting to go hard through the offside, completely misses the ball. Played away into the offside. Will pick up a single here, Will Karb. Now, Kedekar is usually very accurate. You seldom see him bowl a poor delivery. It's a second wide in the spell. Bowled one earlier as well down the leg side. But I just love the way he goes about his bowling. Ambling towards the crease. Then lets it rip at the last moment. All the efforts there in the delivery stride. Deepak Modgal, 12 of 8. Flicked away nonchalantly by Deepak Modgal. Will get a boundary here. Very good shot from Deepak. He's looked good from the outset as Deepak Modgal in this innings. Batting at number 4. Quality batting so far from Namo United all throughout. Deepak Modgal has gotten off to a bit of a start here. 16 has come in quick time, only 9 balls. All runs coming in the form of boundaries. Played away into the offside. Some boot work. Modgal will pick up a single. Rohit Kar batting on 45 is one shot away from his half century. He's known for his big hitting. But Tushar has been bowling well. It's the last ball of the over. Can Kar deposit this ball out of the ground and get to a half century? Drives handsomely through the offside for 4. Gets to 49. Very good shot from Rohit Kar. It was pitched up. Presenting the maker's name beautifully there. Top stuff from Rohit Kar. 13 overs have been bowled. Exactly 120 for 2 are Namo United with only 10 to get. Right, Mahesh Advani to Deepak Modgal. Well outside the line of the off stump. They're not doing themselves any favors, are the Beacon Thunderbolts here. Flicked away. Fine square leg, no run there to be had. What's happened there? I think he's gotten a leading edge here. The ball will trickle into the ropes for 4. Runs are coming thick and fast for Namo United. Remember, they won the toss, elected to field first. They wanted to chase, and they're doing this in style at the moment. Glided away. Kyan gets a hand to it. Deepak Modgil had to hurry. Right, only 4 runs to get. Rohit Karb on 49. Should get to a half century here. Can he finish it off in style though? Cuts. He'll get a boundary, and with that, Namo United go through victorious this evening. It's been a terrific match for Namo United. Beacon Thunderwolves started very well with the bat, but then lost momentum, having lost wickets. Namo United capitalizing on the same. They have cruised to victory. Gets to a half century eventually, does Rohit Karb on the last ball of the innings. And with that, Namo United comprehensively beat Beacon Thunderwolves by 8 wickets. This is how the match stands. Namo United won the toss, elected to field first, restricted them to 129 for 6. In reply, Rohit Karb, 53 not out, coming in only 36 balls. Sunny Nagpal, 28 of 27. Well done by the left-hander. Captain Deepak Modgil stays not out at 22. Came off only 13 balls. Nothing much in the bowling department other than Ashwin Parmar, who was economical in his 4 overs, gave away only 21 and picked up a wicket. So Namo United winning this match comfortably and comprehensively by 8 wickets. We're done with the first encounter, but I shall see you in the second match, which will commence in 15 minutes from now. So do stay tuned in.